In a world where leadership often feels distant, disappointing, and dictated by foreign powers, one man is changing the game. President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso is fast becoming a symbol of transformative leadership, igniting hope, pride, and a renewed spirit across Africa. In just 2 years, Traore has defied expectations, introducing bold policies focused on self-sufficiency, economic empowerment, and a revival of African identity. His leadership resonates deeply with the continent's youth, who see in him a fearless voice unafraid to challenge foreign powers and the grip of exploitative financial systems. Please like, share, and subscribe to amplify the message of authentic leadership in Africa. Traore's decision to reject financial aid from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank signals a fearless break from neo-colonial economic dependency. His powerful message, "Africa doesn't need the World Bank, IMF, Europe, or America. We have the resources to build our economy without relying on loans. It's time to stop being financial slaves," has deeply resonated with many Africans tired of leaders who trade national sovereignty for foreign debt. This bold move, reinforced by tangible economic gains, is redefining what strong leadership looks like on the continent. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso's GDP has grown from $18.8 billion to $22.1 billion, and domestic debts have been cleared, proving the success of self-sustained economic policies. His government has also spearheaded a new era of industrial development, inaugurating the nation's first 2 tomato processing facilities and a modern gold mine. By halting the export of raw gold to Europe, Traore is making sure the country's resources are refined locally and serve the interests of its own people. Agriculture, the backbone of Burkina Faso's economy, has received unprecedented attention under Traore's leadership. His government has provided over 400 tractors, 239 tillers, 710 motor pumps, and 714 motorcycles to support rural farmers. By ensuring better access to quality seeds and critical farming inputs, Traore has driven significant growth in agricultural output. Tomato production increased from 315,000 metric tons in 2022 to 360,000 in 2024. Millet rose from 907,000 to 1.1 million metric tons, and rice yields grew from 280,000 to 326,000 metric tons. These achievements highlight the power of leadership that genuinely prioritizes the well-being of its people. Traore's vision also encompasses infrastructure development, where notable strides are being made. His administration is actively building new roads, upgrading existing ones, and converting dirt paths into paved highways, boosting regional connectivity and facilitating trade. As part of the Faso Mebo presidential initiative, President Traore recently unveiled over 1,000 pieces of infrastructure equipment. This first batch includes 4x4 pickup trucks, recycling machines, bulldozers, hydraulic and loader excavators, levelers, concrete tanks, crane trucks, dump trucks, tank doors, workshop vehicles, compactors, mobile projectors, and more. Captain Ibrahim Traore personally inspected the entire fleet, emphasizing that this is just the initial phase of a larger rollout. The total investment for this first phase is estimated at around 200 billion CFA francs. Quoting part of Traore's speech during the handover ceremony, "This is the process of revolutionizing our infrastructure that has begun." This is what led to the creation of the Faso Mebo presidential initiative. If in small countries that do not have resources, they have departmental roads that are bitumenized, there is no reason that in Burkina Faso we cannot bitumen our roads to rally our various towns. End of quote. A standout example of Traore's progressive vision is the Ouagadougou-Donzan Airport, set to be completed this year 2025, which is poised to position Burkina Faso as a key transportation and economic hub in the region. This marks a clear shift from the stagnation seen in many other African nations, where infrastructure projects are too often marred by corruption instead of driving real development. Traore has also made cultural identity and national sovereignty central to his governance. By eliminating the use of colonial-era British wigs and robes in the judiciary and replacing them with traditional Burkinabe dress, he has reintroduced cultural pride and authenticity into the legal system. His firm decisions to remove French military presence and ban French media outlets signal a bold departure from the lingering grip of neo-colonialism. These moves have struck a powerful chord with African youth, who see Traore as a leader committed to restoring Africa's independence and reclaiming its rightful place on the global stage. His establishment of the first National Support Center for Artisanal Cotton Processing offers another tangible blueprint for empowering farmers and building stronger, grassroots economies. In contrast, small-scale farmers across much of Africa continue to struggle under exploitative systems and ineffective policies, failures often rooted in poor leadership. Traore's decision to cut the salaries of ministers and parliamentarians by 30%, while increasing the wages of civil servants by 50%, sends a strong message against the entrenched culture of self-enrichment. In contrast to other leaders who have amassed personal wealth at the expense of their citizens, Traore is channeling national resources back into the hands of the people, challenging the very foundation of elite privilege in African politics. His leadership is already creating waves across the continent, fueling growing calls for reform. His unwavering resistance to foreign domination, commitment to local industry, and support for farmers have set a powerful new standard. In other countries grappling with protests against corruption and misrule, citizens are increasingly looking to Burkina Faso for inspiration, where a young leader is proving that real, rapid transformation is achievable. What's unsettling for older presidents is the rising political consciousness among their own people, awakened by Traore's success. As Burkinabe citizens begin to experience genuine improvements in their everyday lives, the excuses offered by entrenched, underperforming regimes elsewhere are losing their grip. A wave of African youth is beginning to ask a critical question. If Traore can do it in Burkina Faso, why can't our leaders? This growing awareness threatens to upend systems built on nepotism, incompetence, and authoritarian control. Traore's youth and dynamism have made him a standout figure among Africa's younger population. At just 37 years old, he embodies the aspirations of millions who crave leaders attuned to their challenges. His swift rise and tangible achievements challenge the notion that effective leadership must come with age or years in office, especially in contrast to older leaders whose long rule has often led to stagnation. For Africa's youth, who make up the majority of the population, Traore is both a reflection of their untapped power and a symbol of the transformative future they can help shape. He's not just a president, he's a movement, a wake-up call to failing regimes, and a symbol of what Africa could be. While others borrow, exploit, and disappoint, he builds, empowers, and inspires. Ibrahim Traore has laid the foundation for Africa's renewal. The question now is, will other African leaders follow his lead? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Please like this video and subscribe for more interesting ones.